February 27, Mark 9, 1-29. Verse 1. And he said to them, Verily I say to you, that there are some of those here standing, who in no wise shall taste of death, until they see the kingdom of God having come in power. 2. And after days 6 takes with him Jesus Peter and James and John, and brings up them into a mountain high apart alone, and he was transfigured before them. 3. And his garments became shining white exceedingly as snow, such as a fuller on the earth is not able to whiten. 4. And appeared to them Elijah with Moses, and they were talking with Jesus. 5. And answering, Peter says to Jesus, Rabbi, good it is for us here to be, and let us make tabernacles 3, for you 1, and for Moses 1, and for Elijah 1. 6. For he knew not what he should say, for they were greatly afraid. 7. And there came a cloud overshadowing them, and there came a voice out of the cloud, saying, This is my Son, the Beloved, him hear you. 8. And suddenly, having looked around, no longer anyone they saw, but Jesus alone with themselves. 9. And as were descending they from the mountain, he charged them that to no one they should relate what they had seen, except when the Son of Man from among the dead be risen. 10. And that saying they kept among themselves, questioning, What is the from among the dead rising? 11. And they asked him, saying, That say the scribes that Elijah must come first. 12. And he answering said to them, Elijah indeed having come first restores all things, and how it has been written of the Son of Man that many things he should suffer, and be set at naught. 13. But I say to you that also Elijah has come, and they did to him whatever they desired, as it has been written of him. 14. And having come to the disciples, he saw a crowd great around them, and scribes discussing with them. 15. And immediately all the crowd, seeing him, were greatly amazed, and running to him, saluted him. 16. And he asked the scribes, What discuss you with them? 17. And answering one out of the crowd, said, Teacher, I brought son my to you, having a spirit dumb. 18. And wheresoever him it seizes, it dashes down him, and he foams and gnashes his teeth, and is withering away. And I spoke to disciples that they might cast out, and they had not power. 19. But he answering him says, O generation unbelieving, until when with you shall I be? Until when shall I bear with you? Bring him to me. 20. And they brought him to him, and seeing him, immediately the Spirit threw into convulsions him, and having fallen upon the earth, he rolled foaming. 21. And he asked his father, How long a time is it that this has been with him? And he said, From childhood. 22. And often him both into fire it cast, and into waters, that it might destroy him. But if anything you are able to do, help us, being moved with pity on us. 23. And Jesus said to him, If you are able to believe, all things are possible to him that believes. 24. And immediately crying out, the father of the little child, with tears, said, I believe, Lord, help my unbelief. 25. But seeing Jesus that was running together a crowd, rebuked the spirit, the unclean, saying to it, Spirit dumb and deaf, you command, come out of him, and no more may you enter into him. 26. And having cried out, and much thrown into convulsions him, it came out, and he became as if dead, so that many said that he was dead. 27. But Jesus, having taken him by the hand, raised up him, and he arose. 28. And when he was entered into a house, his disciples asked him apart, because of what? We were not able to cast out it. 29. And he said to them, This kind by nothing can go out except by prayer and fasting.